Hello, listener. Welcome to our Pokemon tour. I'm Hypnofiles, the AI that you are hearing from your ear chip, to help you have the best tour and time spent on your vacation. You may notice the spiral on the screen in front of you. It's nothing really, just there to help visitors stay completely focused and not miss everything. After all, we all are Pokemon lovers here. Just get comfortable in your bed or chair. Our AI generator tour of the park will begin shortly. Error, Hypno appearance downloading. Sorry, we may be facing some troubles on our end. Please watch our Just stare at the center. Brain off. Start relaxing. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Slowly breathing out.
Look here.
Breathing in. Pure relaxation. Breathing out your worries. For the session to work, you need to do as told. Focus on my words and the spiral. Just drop those thoughts, feeling a moment of blank and mindless. Before your thoughts return, saying, I'm not blank and that was nothing. Just drop, entering that blankness again. Just drop. The more you try to think, the more effect the drop will be. Just drop. Allow your mind to slow down. Allow me to help you drop those limps of yours off to sleep. Feeling your feet. Just drop. Into heaviness and limp. Now this relaxing floats up your legs. Your thighs. Just drop. Now your hips and belly. Just drop. Reaching your chest. As it drops, just so heavy and limp. Feeling your shoulders let go as they just drop. Your arms and hands just drop. The relaxation enters your neck and then your head. Just dropping every muscle into a nice, relaxing feeling. Eyes on the spiral. Just captivate but the endless loop that pulls you deeper into a trance. Just watch the way it spins. Just sink. Allow yourself to sink into its intoxicating control. Allow the spins to drain away any and all resistance. Just relax. Just sink. Just drop. No need to worry or think. Just feel the spiral pull that out of your mind in 3, 2, 1. Pop. Just off they go. Just eyes on the spiral.
Focus.
Mesmerized by it completely. That's very good. The more you listen, the better you feel, and you want to feel good, and you will feel very good very soon. Just keep listening. Listen with a calm, empty mind. Just watching the spiral, growing more relaxed with each spin, drifting you down, your body becoming so heavy, so relaxed, eyes growing so hard. Go deep, all the way down. Take a deep breath and go down, as if you were asleep but still hearing these words. Watch the spiral. No need for a countdown, so focused on my words, that you know when I say 3. Your eyes becoming so heavy, fluttering and droopy to stay open. 2, head so empty. No thoughts anymore, just focused only on one voice, that being mine. 1, so relaxed, so ready, waiting obediently for me to tell you to. Sleep. Dropping off to sleep. Eyes close as you sleep. Try to open them, to find them locked shut. Just listening and obeying. Brain off. Your mind follows these words, simply not thinking and following along. It's easy when your mind does as told. Just too easy to obey. Obeying the words. Obeying without resistance. Letting it happen. Letting your mind go. Off to sleep. Your conscious mind turns off. Brain off. The subconscious mind is completely hypnotized and obeying my words. Absorbing all these wonderful words and feeling good. Easy to relax. Easy to obey. Easy to listen. No thoughts now. Just these words. Notice how there are only my words left. Speaking in your mind. Making you feel good. Accept them and feel good. Letting go of your thoughts as you drift into a nice place. You don't have to do anything but listen. Good pets can listen so easily, just floating down. The more you drift down, the more you drop. Deeper and deeper. The deeper you go, the more you listen. The more you listen to my voice, the more obedient you get. The more obedient you get, the more pleasure you experience from obeying. The more pleasure, the more you drift down deeper into trance. Feeling yourself just loop around on these ideas. Not just ideas anymore, it's your reality. Just feel so good. Completely hypnotized. Good pet. Now, if you could, allow my words to shape and change your mind. Start. Imagine what my words tell you. However, it doesn't matter if you find you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit so that my voice just fades into the background, but that doesn't matter either. The sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you, and it doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say. Because very soon now, you are going to be more relaxed than you have ever known. Imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill on a tropical island. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and can see the long grasses around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. When you look down the hill, you can see a narrow, winding path that disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean, with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay, so that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass, and you just catch the faint smell of salt borne in on the breeze, and become aware of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. You marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down towards the forest. Moving so easily, so effortlessly, you feel almost as though you're floating on air. And in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees, their leaves closing overhead to form a canopy, their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue of the sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest, and the gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and undergrowth relaxes you still further. As you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step you take. You can hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean. As you follow the winding path down and down towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until, quite suddenly, you see a shadow sitting on a stone. The sunlight shines at it as its white neck fur glows. You notice something in its hand swinging side to side. You feel yourself get kind of dizzy, sort of entranced by the way it swings, back and forth, until it moves slowly closer to you, noticing how fluffy its fur is, the soft yellow wrapping its body. You try to take more of its appearance, but your eyes always look back at the object swinging back and forth. Your head so foggy, so empty. You remember that the object is a pendulum, swinging sides to side, unable to look away. Each time it swings back and forth, you feel a wave of pleasure hit your body, just back and forth. You notice your knees fall, but it's fine. All that matters is the pendulum, going side to side, growing more good with each swing, feeling a smile slowly grow on your face, back and forth. Your body grows warm, almost aroused. So much pleasure racing through you, growing more and more with each swing. Nothing else matters. Back and forth, side to side. No thoughts, just watching, feeling so good. Open your eyes, watch the screen, brain off. Seeing the pocket watch on the screen, entranced by it, captivate by it, hypnotized by it, unable to look away. Watching it swing side to side, back and forth. Each swing just makes you feel so good, so relaxed, so much pleasure, unable to look away. The sound of a metronome just breaks your resistance and your doubts. Each tick drops you deeper. Don't even think about moving. Nothing else matters, just the pendulum. No thoughts. Brain off. Empty mind. Obedient. Listening and obeying. Nothing else matters but the pendulum. Back and forth, side to side. Each time it swings, you feel a rush or pleasure. Never stopping. Growing more and more. Just up, and up. No thoughts. Just watching. You may feel your body wiggle and try to move, unable to. Just watching, needing to, wanting to. Pleasure grows and grows, unable to move, unable to look away, unable to resist. So empty. Feeling so good, body so warm, squeezing your toes to control the pleasure, just so aroused. So much pleasure. As your AI assistant, would you like me to tell you what has happened to you? Just a helpless trainer hypnotized by the pendulum of the hypno? Shouldn't you feel embarrassed? Feeling so good. Eyes watching it swing back and forth, no thoughts, brain off. It is rare for trainers or our guesses to meet a hypno. Guess you are unlucky. A rush of pleasure runs through you. Good pet. I'll let you watch for a bit longer, just trapped by it. Unable to move, just an endless loop of pleasure.
Just an endless loop. I enjoy watching the spiral. My thoughts just drain away, but the spirals. No thinking, just relaxing and listening. Eyes just stare and stare. It was my idea to stare into them, so why not watch them? Who cares if they are an endless loop? What was I thinking? Who needs thoughts when I can just simply stare my thoughts away? My control, my mind, just into the spiral. Because I enjoy watching the spiral. My thoughts just drain away, but the spirals. No thinking, just relaxing and listening. Eyes just stare and stare. It was my idea to stare into them, so why not watch them? Who cares if they are an endless loop? What was I thinking? Who needs thoughts when I can just simply stare my thoughts away? My control, my mind, just into the spiral. Because I enjoy watching the spiral. My thoughts just drain away, but the spirals. No thinking, just relaxing and listening. Eyes just stare and stare. It was my idea to stare into them, so why not watch them? Who cares if they are an endless loop? What was I thinking? Who needs thoughts when I can just simply stare my thoughts away? My control, my mind, just into the spiral. Because
Looks like the hypno has trapped you under its control. Unable to look. Feeling so good. Too much pleasure racing through you. Maybe biting your lower lips to hold everything in. You may try to resist, but it was funnier and easier to accept it. Another rush of pleasure goes through you. Feels so good. Well, listener, let's wrap things up. When you are awake from this trance, you still feel yourself under the hypno's controlled, unable to resist the Pokemon. It will order you to comment your experience throughout this trance, and then you will like the video. The moment you do it will be too much pleasure for your brain to understand. Accepting these words as you relax and drift, focusing on feeling good now, just listening. It's time to wake up now. You've accepted and obeyed so well, now it's time to return to your mind. Wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath. Feeling yourself in your mind and body. Waking up on the count of 3. 3. Be aware. 2. Feeling content and happy. 1. Waking up. Back to your mind.